Good morning, traders. So let's have a look at the Dow Jones this morning and see what kind of trade setups we can find here. Now, on the weekly, there are a few signals that are kind of mixed for me, and I think the first one is the fact that we are right on the weekly Kijinsen right now. So let's just make it red. We've got it in. Okay. The second thing is that Kijinsen is pointing to the downside. So I would prefer it pointing up, which would give me indication that we are moving to the upside, or even just horizontal, which is going to indicate that we are ranging. Okay, so that is a bit of a worry. And the other thing that is kind of a worry right now is from this high here down to that low. We are at the 76.4 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so you would expect something to start happening in this area. I don't have any other weekly levels pretty close. I lie, there's one. So the high of this week here is pretty close. So that's pretty much the only level, because the next lot of levels are going to be up in this area here, which I think is quite far. I'll just put one line in here so we can see. There's a level, there's a level, there's a level, there's a level. Okay, so those are kind of the levels that I've got. And then to the downside, obviously, we have that area there, which is that previous swing high. And we also have that level, which is quite a strong level. We've got 4 touches at this level here. Okay. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. So let's just get down to the daily. Let's see what we can find. Yeah, so we are on the top of the cloud on the daily. Cisco span hasn't broken through yet. It is looking pretty good. We don't have any diversions. So the OBV is doing exactly what price is doing. It's just trending up. And we've also now just had a bullish crossover here. So we've got a bullish crossover. This is broken through price. We're almost through the cloud. We're touching through the cloud currently. So there's a lot happening here. And what I want to do is just get our, I want to get 2 little levels in here, and you can see, right, so we are currently right on this level here. This one here I'm going to delete, and we're going to put it on there and there. So we've got those 2 highs there. We're currently on this high and the weekly Kijinsen. Okay, there's that tail. Okay, there's a lot happening here. Okay, I think let's just put that one in as well, so we kind of know what's going on. Okay, so you can see the different levels that we have here. There's quite a few that are happening in this area, so you can expect a bit of sideways and volatile movement. Let's get down 3 hour. I want to be on the 4 hour chart. Okay, so first and foremost, let's make sure that we have the trend line drawn in, because you can see how this trend line has been very well respected from there all the way up. Okay, and if I copy this trend line, pretty much guarantee you that we have a channel. Okay, so that's kind of where we are. Nothing else here. So let's get the 4 hour and just see how it's the 1 hour. Let's have a look at what we want to try and do today. So we have gapped up with the Asian markets at the moment, And I suspect we pull back to close the gap. Maybe through the day, maybe at the open, but I suspect we do pull back and close the gap before it'll be another area to go long. And what you're looking for is something like this. Now, this was a great setup for a long with all those tails. The challenge was it was a Friday and you don't want to hold over the weekend. So I suspect more of the same. So find a level, either with this level, or we find the next level before we pull back to close the gap. And probably the most important thing is your Fibonacci on this. And you'll see the 50% comes to the Kijinsen and Tikinsen, which would close the gap. Okay, and 61.8 is this Brooks gap here. So let's just get, so what we're looking for is something back into this area here. Quite a big area, but that's the area that we're looking for. If we can get a pullback into there, then it's long again. I'm not going to go long at the top there. I'll want a better risk to reward, so I'll wait for it to pull back to this area before playing along. And I think this is going to be another day where we need to just look at the lower time frames and see what happens on the lower time frames in order to get in. Keep the stops tight and keep the targets close as well. So take profit on the different targets that are there. But I think for now, this channel is still very much intact. So I suspect we move to one side of the channel. So if we can get to the top of the channel and we're at a level, then it's worth it playing a short for a move back to the other side. But I think preferably I'd want to be long because this is in an upward trend. So rather look for the longs and look for the longs in a nice area, which would be down here. So yeah, watch it closely, I think, and pay attention to the lower time frames today and see what kind of price action we get there. So yeah, so I'm basically sitting on my hands. Simple way of putting it, until we get a setup lower down. Anyway, hope it helps, and I'll catch you later.